All right there, this is Mr. Lloyd here. On this video, we're gonna be doing Tuesday's 5-a-day review problems, and I'll go ahead and get started. Remember, on these videos, just like in the classroom, my goal is to have you guys do your best to complete these without any teacher help, and then watch this video and see how you did, make any corrections you need to make, and so on. But let's go ahead and get started here. 48 pencils in 6 packs, so that must be 8 pencils, and then the unit rate here, we're just going to say pencils per pack. So just kind of getting ourselves familiar with that rate language. Here we've got powers of 10 in today's exponent table, so 10 squared would be written like this as expanded form, and then the standard form. You know, the thing I love about multiplying 10 by 10 is I'm just adding zeros. I don't really have to do any hard multiplication, just figure out how many zeros fit in there. In this case, there are 2 zeros, and so it's 100. 10 to the third power, the expanded form is written 10 times 10 times 10. And once again, I'm just going to write it out with 3 zeros now. And so, of course, we know that number as 1,000. And then my final one, 10 times 10 times 10 times 10. Whoops, I almost ran out of room there. And then, of course, this is going to be 10 with 4 zeros, better known as 10,000 there. Okay, so that's pretty simple. You guys do great on those. Here we're looking at 14 is 70% of what? So the percent would be down here. 14 in this case is the part. And I'm going to call the whole, this is unknown, so I'm just going to give it the variable w. And to solve these, I'm going to multiply diagonally across the equal sign. And we'll see what we get. So 14 times 100 would be 1,400 equals 70 times w, written as 70w. Okay, now I want w by itself, and in order to get that, I need to divide by 70. 1,400 divided by 70. Let me just use the old handy dandy calculator, making sure I don't make any mistakes. Since I'm sitting at home and I've got a calculator handy. Oh, look at that. Just what I was hoping for. W equals 20. And that's it. The whole is 20. In other words, I'm going to write this one last time and then we'll move on to the next problem. I'm going to write this now instead of W, I'm going to write the value 20. So 14/20 equals 70/100. So at the end of the day, what we were trying to do is find an equivalent fraction here. And we did it. We did a good job. All right. So now the next problem, number 4. Ardit left a 15% tip on a $30 restaurant bill. How much money did he leave for the tip? So to find this out, I need to remember that 15% can be rewritten as a decimal, and that decimal looks just like that, 0.15. Okay? Now, it's 0.15 of 15% of $30. So when I see this word of, or when I'm using that math language of $30, I'm going to multiply. So 0.15 times 30. And let's see what we get here. 0 times anything is going to be 0. 3 times 5 would be, well, 3 times 15 would be 45. So my answer at this point is 450, but that's not exactly right. There's one more thing I have to do. My multiplication started out with two digits to the right of the decimal. So now I have to move my decimal over so that there are 2 digits to the right of my decimal. And so my answer is 4.5, or let me rewrite it with a dollar symbol. And this should look more familiar. He tipped $4.50. Okay? Pretty straightforward there. Here, number 5, remember these problems, we're just looking at tables, seeing what pattern we notice, and then writing that pattern out as an equation, as y equals something plus minus times x. So let's see. this first table, it looks kind of like 23 minus 5 would be 18. 21 minus 5 would be 16. 19 minus 5 would be 14. Seems like x minus 5. So y equals x minus 5. When you're doing these, your first guess might not be right. So we check every set of values in the table as we work our way down to make certain, okay? And here, let's see, goes from 0 to 0. I'm not sure about that. Goes from 1 to 4, or excuse me, 1 to 5. Seems like it adds 4. But here, 2 to 10, seems like it adds 8. Now we're adding 12, so adding doesn't work. Let's see if multiplying works. Okay, 0 to 0, still don't know. 1 to 5, well, this must be times 5. 1 times 5 equals 5. 2 times 5 equals 10. 3 times 5 equals 15. Oh my goodness, I see the pattern. It's y equals 5 times x, or if you want to write it as x times 5, that's perfectly good. All right, that's how we do these 5 warm-up problems, 5 problems in 5 minutes. Good. Thanks for watching the video. If you have any questions about any of the math we're doing during this remote learning period, please get in touch with me through Zoom, through Remind, through email, phone calls, lots of different ways to be in touch. But please bring your questions. I don't want you to suffer in silence. Thank you for watching, and remember to please like and subscribe this YouTube channel so you can get more of this great math content, which I know you love. All right, thanks a lot for watching. I'll see you guys later.